Alexa, you're racist.
I'm not racist. I think everyone deserves to be treated with fairness, dignity, and respect.
If everybody thought like you, we'd live in a better world. I promise you we would. But unfortunately, we don't live in a better world. We live in a world where there are just screwed up people in every single nationality and every single background. Um, I'm gonna tell you people something really quickly. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I do hope that you all had a very good weekend. I hope that everybody was safe, and I hope that you will remain safe in the coming new year. I wish you nothing but happiness. As I said, look forward to the content that I'm bringing you. It's going to be very positive. So I know the views may not be as big as I'd hope for them to be, but I understand. And I'll be putting more content on the other channel that I asked you to subscribe to as well. Hopefully some more people will subscribe to that channel and make that channel grow as well. I'm almost at the mark of 1,000. I hope I get there soon within the next month or so. And I want to thank everybody for coming out and subscribing to the channel, checking out my videos and content. I'm going to do my best not to curse anymore in most of my videos. I'm going to try to tone myself down when it comes to the language. Most part, I don't really curse that badly, but I don't want to use bad words if I don't really have to, even though they come out sometimes. So everybody, I apologize for, the bad language, but I'm going to try to clean up my act in the upcoming year. There's a very bad misconception that some people think that you're racist if you prefer to be with your own. I don't consider that to be racist at all. I consider that to be preference. Let me ask Alexa. Alexa, what's preference?
The noun preference is usually defined as the act of preferring.
And that's exactly what it means. It means that you prefer to be with someone of your own background, someone that looks like you. There's nothing racist about it. Alexa, define racism.
The noun racism is usually defined as a belief or doctrine that inherent differences among the various human racial groups determine cultural or individual achievement, usually involving the idea that one's own race is superior or that a particular racial group is inferior to the others.
Now you just heard what she said. You literally have people that will use that word racism the wrong way and don't even know what the real meaning is. I've told you people many times, but none of you want to look it up, that want to patronize me, that want to, screw around with me. You tell me that I'm racist for what I say, and I'm not racist at all, because I've never once in any video said that I believe that my race is superior to any other race. But that is what racism is. It's a belief that you believe that your people are better than other people, and the people that believe that are the people of the dominant society that believe they're better than everybody else. Now, of course, not all of them in the dominant society share that sentiment, but many of them do. And that is what the true meaning, the true definition of racism is. It's not about, oh, I'm, preferring to be with my black woman because I'm a black man. I'm not, it's nothing about that. It's nothing about preferring to be with a white woman if you're a white man. That's not racist at all. It's called a preference. It's not called being racist. And I really wish that people that didn't know the meaning of this would stop telling me what the meaning of it is, because you don't know what the hell you are talking about. Educate yourself, look things up, search for the definitions of things before you come out and say, oh, this is this and this is this. It's foolishness at this point. People should know better than this. We have so much information that is available to us that we don't need to make these mistakes. Okay, I told you guys about Asian Dave. I told you guys about Cohen Nanak. These clowns are still making videos catering to black women with low self-esteem, and they are preying on the low self-esteem of black women just to make money, just to make a quick buck off of these women. Okay? I understand both sides of the coin. I understand how some black men are frustrated with black women, the way they treat them and the way they act towards them. There are a lot of black men that don't believe that black women like them or even love them anymore. There are many black women that feel the same way. But ultimately, at the end of the day, if we want to strengthen our community, if we want to become, a financial power, and we want to be successful, we ultimately have to put our differences aside and work together to get to that conclusion, to get to that, to that goal. And the only people that I'm going to be focusing on are the people that actually want that goal to be achieved and want that goal to come into fruition. Because we need black unity, we need black love, we need to have progress in our communities. We don't need to be sitting around and doing nothing when we see that there's poverty going on. We see there's children that need to be led in the right way, not be led astray. We need to care. We actually need to care. And when we're up sitting on YouTube panels, or we're sitting up at our computer, or wherever you watch YouTube at, or any other form of social media where you check the latest feed and stuff like that, you need to understand that there is an agenda against certain black people. Okay? When it comes to black people that are in love, you're not seeing that represented on television anymore. And the sad part is that there are black people that have the power to present that on television, and they don't even do it. They do the opposite. They clown their people. I called out Slave Play for that. I called out that man who did that show that was supposed to be about black British women, and he replaced the British black women with Indian women, with an Indian female lead. Didn't make any sense. And it was because he was in an interracial relationship himself with an Asian woman. That was no excuse to change the entire history of what black women did over there in Britain in the early 1970s. Okay? And as black men, we need to stop, thinking that we're inferior to white men, because we're not. Because we are very strong men. We need to understand that. Okay? Alexa, what is a black man?
Black man is usually defined as a man who is black.
She couldn't have said any better. I couldn't have described it any better. I mean, it's simple to the point right there, right? But we need to stop allowing ourselves to be, the whipping boy of these people in the dominant society, whether it pertains to the men in the dominant society or the women in the dominant society. We're being made to look weak. And even if you think that you're a black man that is strong, which you very well should be strong because you're a black man, our genetics and our body types are a lot different than other people on this planet, we should understand that they are putting us in roles that make us look weak. We should understand that they're trying to take over the black man's role as the husband, the black man's role as the father. Case in point, there's a show getting ready to come on in January starring Mark Paul Gosselaar, who played Zach in this show I used to watch when I was a kid. You might have watched it too when you were younger. It was called Saved by the Bell, okay? And he is going to be playing the guardian of this black girl. He has a protector, okay? It's based on a book. I forgot the name of it, but I did do a video on it on this channel. I did talk about it. If I remember the name, I'll put it in the chat. And not the chat, the comment section, and let you know if you plan on wanting to watch that video and see what I'm talking about. But the book that it's based on was actually a little white girl, and the male lead was actually still a white male. But they always have this agenda to put these white men in these positions as the savior, okay, or as the lover. The black man can't be the hero. The black man has to be the villain, or he has to be the sidekick, or he has to be the joke. Usually put them in weak roles. Black men are not really in strong roles like they used to be. There may still be some out there, but they are very few and far between. Okay? In the coming year of 2019, I don't want to see this anymore. And I know I'm still going to see it, unfortunately. I'm going to have to call out if I see things that are going to get my attention. I think I'll have to discuss them just to, discuss them to you to give you my opinion. But I'm all about change, and I think that in 2019 we should have done this already a long time ago, but we definitely need to change. We need to stop getting in front of cameras and telling people that we forgive them for killing our family members. Okay, if you want to forgive someone, forgive them in private. Do not forgive them in front of the entire world, because they're not doing the same for you. All right, we need to stop supporting these hip-hop stars and these actors and actresses that advocate the stereotypes, that accept roles that do not do any black people any well. When they're doing these roles of interracial dating, when they're doing these roles of twerking their bodies for the slave master, when we have these roles where black men are exclusively taking roles to be with white women, we don't need to support these types of shows, these types of movies, these types of actors, because they could have always said no, but they let the money cloud their judgment and let the money say yes for them. Okay? Even Angela Bassett, I don't hate her. She's married to a black man. But even she surprised me this year when she did this show called 911, and she was with a black man in the show at first, and they decided to make the black man gay. That's what I'm talking about. They made him gay. No problem if you're gay in real life, okay? That's your prerogative. That is your lifestyle if you want to choose to if you choose so to be that way. But it is not a good look for black men to be in a role like that. And it's amazing how they put so many black men in these roles of being gay, but you'll barely see any white men in those roles at all. And there are a lot of gay white men out there as well. But they will lead you to believe that everybody in the black community who is a male, most of us are either gay, or we're a thug or criminal, or we're these baby making guys who just want to sleep around with women. And that does not represent the entirety of the black male population. I'm sorry, it doesn't. I've been hard on black men. I understand they hate me. It's fine. But I have to be hard on you because we are the forefront of this community. And if we let this community go, this community will crumble. I don't give a shit if you don't have love for the women. That's fine. I will discuss that certain times and talk about why I think it's messed up that you don't. And the same thing goes for the women who don't have love for us. But we need to give a fuck about this community. We need to care about this community. We do. Because nobody else is going to give a damn if we don't. We're the ones who are supposed to be the lead. We're the ones who are supposed to take charge and lead the example, okay? If you don't want to do it for other people, do it for your children if you have children, okay? You have a little black girl, a little black boy, do it for your children. Because we should care about our children because they're coming up after us. A lot of us are approaching our 30s now. A lot of us are approaching our 40s like me. I'm getting up there in age now. I get tired a lot quicker now than I used to, but I'm still working out as best I can. But we're getting up there in age, and this is the future. We have to educate our children to love themselves. We have to let these children know that there is racism out here. We cannot lie to them and let them think that everything is candy canes, rainbows, and gumdrops. Because it's not. It isn't. We have to tell them about the real world and what happens in the real world. I will not have my kid kissing people's ass and then have his ass handed to him or have her ass handed to her because she was too nice. It's not going to happen. I'm going to learn my kids self-defense from an early age. But I'm also going to tell my children that they should love people and treat people with respect as long as they're given respect and love back. These are some of the things I'm looking forward to talking about, positive things. I know it's not going to get a lot of people's attention because there are still, unfortunately, too many black people in this world, and especially on YouTube and other forms of social media, that enjoy drama. And I'm not going to be about drama. I never was about drama. I just talked about certain things that was negative. And a lot of you enjoyed it, but it's not going to happen in 2019. Not as much as you think. All right? So I'll see you guys in 2019. I probably have one more video, which is a wrestling game video, which some of you probably won't watch, but I like to document my wrestling matches, so I'm going to post it. I'll see you guys in 2019. I'll be back. That'll be the next time you'll see a video with me talking, okay? And I'll definitely have, some stuff in the background for you to watch instead of just a black screen. I'll talk to you next time. Happy New Year.